Good evening, everyone. This is your girl Shells. We're back with another session today with Red. We're going to pick up on her story, talk a little bit more. How you doing, Red?
I'm okay. I'm okay for the most part. The week is over, so new week starts tomorrow or today.
You been okay?
Yeah, I've been good this week. I'm just honestly trying to get back, just transitioning from um the street to doing shit the legit way is a lot. Like paycheck to paycheck is a lot. Like I'm not used to that.
And it's hard, I get it. Used to
Mm-hmm.
having things when you want something, you're able to just go out and get it. And now it's kind of like you got a budget.
Right, it's like separating your wants from your needs.
Yeah, that's
I'm not used to
gotta
that.
be tough, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the last time we talked, we ended off with you introducing us to Quag Road.
Right. So I just want to clear something up from the last time. I referred the guys in the Greens to Nino Brown being the Nino Browns of the hood, and I want to clear that up because in New Jack City, Nino Brown was that nigga, but he did bad. He ended up doing bad. He ended up, getting on the stand, testifying. He did bad. So, I can't put that on the men. I can't put that on them because nobody cared what you did before you told. Like everything is erased. Like we don't care about that. So I just wanted to clear that up.
So, for all y'all snitches out there, after you snitch, don't come talking about your war stories and all of the things that you did and the money you have before you snitch. Because we don't care about that.
Period. So, getting into it, Quag Road. So, like I said, I was introduced to Quag Road through my cousin. She was babysitting over there. She had just moved out here. And we found out that we was related. So I was down there, we was babysitting, and I hooked up with this guy, and he's from Court Road, but he actually was related to my cousins because his uncle um, married my aunt, which I found out later on, like who he really was. So I'm dealing with him. I'm 12, about to be 13, about to be my 13th birthday, but I told him I was 15 because he was 17, 18. He was like, I think 18. He just turned 18. So, I'm thinking I'm in love. He's picking me up from school, buying me things, sneakers, helping me with my school clothes. He really, really, taught me, everything there is to know when it comes to niggas. He told me niggas ain't shit. He told me a lot. He took me through there. But in the beginning, it's crazy because so any excuse I could get to get on Court Road, I'm there because it's the liking stage. I like him. I want to see him. I want to be around him. But I still was in school because regardless of what my parents, their struggles and shit, we had to go to school. You know what I'm saying? So one day I went down there. So my sister's hope girl. This is my sister's hope girl. She was from the Greens. She was born and raised around the Greens too. So you know what I mean. But she's my sister's age or whatever. So one day she was about to go down Court Road. So she was like, "You want to come with me?" So I'm like, "Yeah." So we chilling and shit. So she like, "I want to introduce you to my boyfriend or whatever." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So when he pulled up, it was my nigga. I was like, and she was like, "Yo, Red, this is I," and I'm like, I just looked at him and his face face expression dropped. Like, I guess he thought that I was gonna blow it up, but I held it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that. I was just like, oh, this nigga, like, so, but that shit broke me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it broke me because, like, once I started dealing with him, like, cause I, like, my trust in men was not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all the men that the 3 men that I looked up to in my life, which was my family, like, they let me down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. From my grandfather, you know what I'm saying? My grandfather left. Like, it was crazy with my grandfather because my grandfather he left my grandmother and he just didn't come home from work. Like, one day, and me and my sister used to make up dances, and he used to give us money and candy and shit, and one day he just didn't come home. So that was the first man that let me down. Besides, because I was closer to him than my dad, and then my dad in and out of my life. And then, you know what I'm saying, my uncle committed suicide when I was like 7. He killed his wife and then killed himself. You know what I'm saying? This was like my favorite uncle. So, like, from my trust with men was already a dub. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? He's like the first person who I'm really around, who I'm fucking with. So it was just like, what? You know, I was hurt, but I got back. Like, I upped the score, so I ended up, and I ain't even giving no pussy. Like, we was vibing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like, you know, when I turned 16, he thought I was turning 16, that we was going whatever. But he was going to go. I really wasn't, like, giving it up like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, so when I found out that, I upped the score and I fucked with his next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because when I fucked with the neighbor, it was just like in the middle, not to get it too deep, but in the middle of us doing what we was doing, I was like, just stop. I can't. He was like, what am I hurting you? I was like, nah, I just can't do this. Like, he was like, nah, this bitch bugging. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything other than that is rape. Like, you know, no means no. But respectfully, you know, he pumped a couple more times, but then he stopped. And then I'm like, don't tell nobody. The next day, I come out from the babysitter. I'm coming down the steps, and there's niggas across the street. And they started calling me the nigga name when I walk out, like, so I'm like, oh, I just turned back around, like, oh, this nigga told, like, you know what I'm saying? I asked him not to say nothing, like, you know, so that was that, and then after that, I went fuck with him. I ended up going back fucking with the nigga, you know, and it was just, the nigga had mad bitches, like, when I say he took me through there, like, he had bitches, like bitches on bitches. Like, I just started finding mad shit about him. I was fighting mad bitches over him. Like, he done fuck all of my friends. I'm fighting my friends. You know what I'm saying? He really took me through there. Like took me through there. So,
did his girlfriend find out about you?
Not right away. She didn't find out until, I'm going to say that next year. Like, the next year. Like, I was just like, all right, I'm not hiding it no more. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, so, with that, like I said, like, I started dealing with Cork Road. But my main reason, like, to get over there is because, like I said, so the guys that we used to be at my house, you know, feeding my moms, like, you know, some of them was my family, and some of them was just, like, niggas who grew me up. Like, I really didn't fuck with them like that, because I feel like y'all feeding my mom, y'all contributing to, you know what I'm saying, her addiction, and, I was just like, that's why I really, because like I said, Crow Road was the opposite to the Greens. That's why I really, really went over there, you know what I'm saying? And it was times where they, like, when I say it was a lot of shit going on in between that time, you know what I'm saying, where one of my cousin got killed in the mix of the beef, but it was something more personal, between them, but it just added fumes to the fire because they was already lit. So it was times where my cousins would be like, "Yo, don't go down there. Like it's up. Like, and I'm still down there while it's up. Like I didn't care. Like you know what I'm saying. So now I'm like 13, 14. So fast forward to when. All right, so around that time, I'm also thugging and bugging because me and my cousin we like I said, I was fighting over this guy. I'm getting locked up. People are pressing charges on me, harassment charges. I'm fighting cops and getting arrested. My mom always had to come and get me from the precinct. And there was times when my mom didn't come, when my dad came or my aunt came. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because if you are 16, like you gotta have somebody come get you. But they was come to get me, and I was just adding docket up, adding shit up on the family court. You know what I'm saying? Because they always give you appearance tickets, so I would get locked up, and then there's something else that's on my court docket. So, when I turned like from 13 to 14, from 95 to 96, I could say, that was the worst part of my mom's addiction. That was like when my mom hit rock bottom. The state got involved. A friend of my mom's called CPS, and like I said, like we never wanted for nothing. Like my grandmother always made sure we was good, even you know what I'm saying. My other siblings, as the time go by, my mom was having like from 91 to 92, 93. Each year, my mom had a kid with my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, my mom has 10 kids, but and they're all a year apart, like all of them. Besides my little sister and my little brother, the last two is like 2 years apart. Actually, yeah, like 2.5, 3 years apart. So, like I said, that was my mom's and my stepdad's lowest point. And that that's when I could say I lost myself too. I didn't give a fuck. It was to the point where I was just doing dumb shit just to do it, cutting people, just acting out, you know what I'm saying? Because my household, it wasn't right. And like I said, my sister was 2 years older than me, and my sister went and emancipated herself. My sister, she had a son too when she was 14. So at this time, my nephew was like a year, and so my sister took my mom to court and emancipated herself, so she became emancipated minor. So if anything was to happen, her son wouldn't get involved. And so then in 2014, when I turned 14 in 96, I got pregnant. And when I got pregnant, so I went to this party around the Greens at the Good Old Boys house. This was that was another little chill spot. I went there, and I was drinking, and when I woke up, so somebody knocked on the door, and that's what woke me up. And I heard my stepdad's voice, and he was coming about weed because this was a weed spot. And I'm so I'm laying there, but I'm not moving, under the covers type shit. So, but I'm trying to gather my thoughts because, once I come to, this is where I'm at, so after my stepdad left and shit or whatever, I'm the nigga was yo, the condom broke. So I'm the condom broke. I'm what you mean? I didn't even remember fucking him. you know, he tried to fuck me plenty of times before, but I wouldn't fuck with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? For a reason, like he had dealings with somebody who I was close to, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, you a dub, like, you know what I mean? But he was cool and shit. So he was like the carnival. So I'm like, what? But mind you, when I woke up, once I looked, I'm in a bed with him. He's not in the bed no more, but next to me is my friend, my homegirl. So now in my mind, I'm bugging like, what? Like, you fuck both of us? Like, that we fuck? Like, what? You know, what the fuck happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just got up and got dressed, like, and I got up out of there. And, like, a couple months later, I started getting sick and shit like that. So I always, like I was all the time going to the doctor. Like my mom like used to make the appointments and I used to go and shit like that. And that's when I found out I was pregnant. So I never even would think that I was pregnant by him. Like I wasn't jacking that because I didn't remember that, and it was one time. You know what I'm saying? So when I got pregnant, I'm thinking this. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that I was fucking with or whatever. And so now I'm 14, I'm pregnant. When I found out, like I told my sister, and my sister wasn't jacking because she had already, you know what I'm saying? She was a teenage parent and shit like that. So she was just like, nah, like, I'm not jacking that. Like, and I was like, what? I'm keeping my baby. So one day I was home and me and my sister, me and my mom got into it. So I told my mom, I was like, some bitch. So when I said that, my sister pops on me. Boom. So now my mom jumped me. So they jumped me or whatever because I disrespected my mom. And,
why you pregnant?
Yeah, they jumped me, stomped me out, threw the lamp on me like they did me dirty.
I got one question to ask. Did you disrespect your mother again?
After that, I never called her a bitch. I used to talk back, but I never like call her out of her name.
Oh,
like
okay.
I used to like raise my voice and shit like that. You know, when I was like when I would come home and I would see the environment in the back. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a little back room where they used to party at and shit like that. And when I come through there, I'm not all this shit on the table, knocking all this shit down. Everybody getting out, packing their shit up, like, get the fuck up out of here. Like, this is the type of time I was on, you know what I'm saying?
Why you was pregnant?
While I was pregnant, yeah. Like, and I was fighting and everything while I was pregnant, like, in the beginning. So like I said, my mom, this was like the rock bottom of my mom and my stepfather, like, you know, it started to get domestic and things like that, and the state stepped in. So the state stepped in, my brothers and sisters got taken. And me too, like, you know what I'm saying, because I'm 14. So my sister, I was at school, because I got kicked out of school for my teacher. I got kicked out of school, so I was going to alternative school from 5 to 7 night school. So my sister sent for me with the homegirl that I found out was her, that was, you know, we had the same common boyfriend. She came and she was like, yo, your sister told me to come and get you, like, you know what I'm saying? They just came and took your brothers and sisters out. And they asked him for you. So I'm like, all right, boom, I left. She said they're probably gonna come here because they know. So I left. So I went with her to probation because she was like, I just gotta go to probation, check in. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit in the car. So she was like, no, come in with me. I'm like, now mind you, I'm on probation, but I don't think that it's got that far to probation to, like, I know that CPS is looking for me. Not so when as soon as I walk in, that's how, like, now I was like, this bitch set me up.
Set you up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you think about it, like, you know what I mean?
She
We had to come. That's what I'm saying. I never even thought about that. So when I walked in, like, my PO was like, I was sitting in the lobby, so my PO was like, she come out, I look, I'm like, fuck. So she like, Miss Jackson, I was just coming to get you from schools. I'm like, come here before what? She's like, you gotta come with me, come in the back. So I'm like, fuck. And she ended up processing me, telling me, you know what I'm saying, what happened. And I went to a group homes in Port Jefferson called Moffett House. I went there and I called my aunt, like, you know what I'm saying, can you come get me? Like, and you know what I'm saying, I told her I was pregnant and stuff like that. And she was like, yeah. So she came and got me. And I stayed with her. Immediately, I just want to say, immediately when we got took in January, and my mom went into rehab. You know what I'm saying? My mom immediately went to rehab. She went to an inpatient. Got her shit together. Like she got on her shit, and she had a crib by we moved in September. She got a crib in Mastic, and she had to do the inpatient and then outpatient. You know what I'm saying? And they gave her custody back, but they didn't give everybody back. Like I went back first. You know what I'm saying? I had my son and everything, and I went back to live with her, me and my older sister, and then my other siblings was coming home little at a time, like two by two. But my first of my sisters came home first because they was experiencing abuse in their foster home. Like when we would go visit them, like one time they had bruises on them. You know what I'm saying? And once my mom asked them like what happened, and they kids is gonna tell. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's rare that kids lie. You know what I'm saying? Like they be lying, but when it comes to shit like that, they not. And they said that, you know, the people was beating them. So my mom immediately, they allowed them to come home first. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, nah, they come home first. So they came home, and then my brothers and them, like, they came home little by little. So this was 97. But my stepdad, he wasn't allowed to be there yet because my stepdad didn't go into rehab yet. Only my mom did. So he wasn't allowed to come around. But so my mom wasn't really staying. Like me and my sister would stay home. My mom would stay there, but she on weekends she would go. She would go with her man. You know what I'm saying? My mom remained clean, and my stepdad, he didn't go to rehab, but he wasn't outside like he was. You know what I'm saying? And so one day my mom had brought him there, and you know, to the kids came. He saw the kids, like, you know what I'm saying. He wasn't supposed to, because he had all the protection on us. So until we turned 18, or until he went into rehab. So my brother, he went to school. He was like, you know, excited. I saw my dad, like, and they called CPS, and CPS came, and they took them again, like, you know what I'm saying. And but they didn't take me this time because I was emancipated at this time now. You know what I'm saying? I became emancipated minor like as soon as I had my son. You know what I'm saying? Um, so they took them for probably like, I think it was probably 6 months. They took them, and when they took them, we still lived in Massac. Like they didn't, like my mom didn't lose her house or nothing. Like she just had to go back to a rehab, even though she was clean. Like she had to go back to rehab, back to parenting. Like she just had to go through this to get them back. Um, so that was just like around that time. Mind you, I was in and out of group homes. I was just doing the most, like, you know what I'm saying, and I was a inexperienced mom. Um, I was an inexperienced mom, and I went through there. I went through a lot. I didn't know how to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that I had someone who I was gonna love forever, and I loved her more than myself, and I know that he loved me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even have a job. Like, when I had my son, I was 15. Like, so I didn't like. I don't even know what I was thinking. To me, I was like, oh, I want a baby. Like, and so yeah, I had him.
Did you still stay in school even though you had him? Did you still continue
Yes,
to go?
yes. I still was in school. I went because I was there with my aunt. So like I said, even before I was there with my aunt, she didn't play the school, not going to school. My mom didn't play that. So you know what I'm saying. I still stayed in school the whole time of my pregnancy and after. And yeah, so it's like 97. I had him, and um me and my mom was pregnant at the same time. My mom had her son 3 weeks before me. So it was like I was a parent, but I really didn't have to do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom and my sister did everything for my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to do. So my mom was being a parent and my sister was already a parent. So I was still a little girl. I was still going to school.
Yeah.